MIL-SPEC Monkey here. I wanted to show off a product I've been using on my tactical adventures for a while now. Just happened to like it enough where we made a small custom batch to share to others. Made by First Light USA, the Tomahawk light is an interesting take on tactical lights where it's an L shape as opposed to your long cigar type shapes. Cool features by default are the spring clip and the finger retention loop. As you saw, it happens to work on Molly and Pal's webbing nicely, and you can even rotate it to kind of turn it more into like a task light. Adjust as needed to where your body ends up. While there, it might be a little bit heavy, but one can even sneak it up on a hat. Further cool flashlight task options. And what we include in our pack is the additional TRS mount, which is finger activated as opposed to friction activated for a nice retention and clean release. While up here, might as well go over some interesting retention styles. So you got your main light, and then say you get into weapon work, you can push back, get into all your cool guy reloads, and then be right back in the fight. My favorite is the kind of a grip like this where it's got thumb in the middle, and I'm able to consistently sneak in the back, push in, get a good, I call it 1.5 grip. It's not the same as a double grip, but better than just one. Of course, you're able to do all your other classics like your neck index, cheek index, FBI, or your Harry's. Well, I like to end up doing a 90-degree as opposed to really concentrate on straight up. You can get a good old classic Harry's. Just some quick examples. The TRS mount is nice, how versatile it is. Can mount to pretty much any Pal's webbing you got going on, or even belts. Here's a quick example of it on a kind of a chest rig style for task light. I got a little creative where I took a TRS mount and just screwed it down to some hook Velcro to create kind of a headlamp setup. That way, if you always want it looking where you're looking, and you can still take it off and get to business as you saw with all the other setups. For core functionality, the Tomahawk has 3 main buttons. I'll show off here the MC version. The big show is the thumb button for quick blinding light. Then there's the constant on button, which you hold to get constant on. One alternatively can hold the thumb button and then tap the constant on button for quick constant. If you just tap the constant, then you get into your alternate light. Once any sort of constant is on, there's the cycle button to go from 3 different power settings. So you want to change your alternate light. You can hold down the cycle button and then Lego tap, Lego tap. As you can see, there's red, blue, and blue and red mix to make a kind of a purple color. Also, a way to cycle is to hold down the cycle button and then tap the thumb button to go between all the colors. For a travel feature, one can hold both the alternate buttons to start a lock, and then this way it'll lock out any functionality. Also good for light discipline. To get back in it, just do the same thing, holding them down for a shorter amount of time, and then you're right back at it. The night vision version is similar but has its own tweaks for expanded functionality. You got your blinding white light, you got your constant on button, and then for alternate you actually have a red and green mix. As you can see, the cycle button changes the power as well. To get into the night vision mode, you actually have to start by going into lock mode, say lock it, and then you hold the thumb button and the constant button. You'll see a double flash. So now you're in IR mode, which I hope to show in one way or another. So you're doing an IR flood, IR constant on, and if you hold the constant button at this point, you'll get a IR beacon effect. To get out of that, you'll just tap it, and then you'll start doing the beacon effect. Interesting in between is if you're back in just lock mode and not night vision mode, if you double tap constant, it goes into a very low alternate light that's a little bit more night vision friendly. Getting into technical details, the main blinding light is about 425 lumens. Power consumption wise, when in constant, you'll get about 2 hours in high, 10 in medium, and 60 in low. For batteries, it uses two CR123 batteries. And while here, it's nice to note the big boy O-rings for waterproofing, which allow the Tomahawk to be used fully submersed. As you may have noticed, our version is a little bit different than others, where we have totally clean sides, very subdued markings on the back, and then even a cool guy monkey head for a tail cap. This way you get a little bit of fun, but an overall all business look. To complete the package, we're including the TRS mounts at a good guy price, and this is the hope that you get the full experience of all the cool features that the Tomahawk has to offer. Thanks for watching, and we hope you check out our custom batch soon.